The following program is being brought to you on the Voice America Women's Channel. For more information about our network and to check out additional show hosts and topics of interest, please visit voiceamericawomen.com. The Voice America Talk Radio Network is the worldwide leader in live Internet talk radio. Visit voiceamerica.com. The views and ideas expressed on the following program are strictly those of the host or guests and do not necessarily reflect the views and ideas held by the Voice America Talk Radio Network, its staff, and management.
Welcome to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives with Rebecca Hall Gruyter. In our program each week, we provide the tools, ideas, and encouragement to help you move ahead on your journey, becoming a more powerful and impactful woman in your own life. Now here's your host, Rebecca Hall Gruyter.
Welcome, everyone. I hope you're having an absolutely amazing day. We are excited to lean in and connect with you as we have a conversation about power and purpose and new possibilities. This is a perfect time of year to check in and to really see, are we feeling powerful? Are we tapping into our power? Are we on purpose? Meaning living in a purposeful way, that we're doing more of those things that matter to us? Are we creating space and energy in our life to bring those things forward that matter to us most? And are we creating space for new possibilities within ourselves, within others, and around us, that we're open and perhaps, I hope, even excited to have new possibilities, new things that can be welcomed into our life on a practical level and on a profound level. That's what we're going to be talking about today. And I know when I go out there and I talk about new possibilities, eyes light up, people lean in, and they're excited. Sometimes if I just say possibilities, they're not always as excited, but that newness, that spark of being able to be part of the creative process, I find for myself really engaging and exciting. So I want to encourage you today to get the most out of our time together, to be fully present. Take breaths with us. And we're actually going to give you moments throughout our conversation today to process real time. You don't have to add things to your to-do list that you're eventually going to get to. We're actually going to give you moments throughout our show today to be able to breathe in, listen, and process things real time. And then we're actually going to give you tips and tools to support you on the journey. This is a full service show. We want to help equip and empower you as you go back out into the world. But in order to do that, we need to have you be willing to be fully present, to sink into the conversation, to lean in to what is here for you. Because it is not an accident that you are here listening today at this moment in time. There is something specifically here for you today, and I want you to receive it. To open up the conversation, I want you to do a check-in. I mentioned them very quickly in the opening sentence there, but I want you to really check in on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being high, the high side of that. How powerful and empowered are you feeling today? 1, I'm here, I'm breathing, I need to be poured into. 10, I'm feeling so empowered and on fire, I can't wait to receive more and take on the world. Kind of where are you in that? Just feeling in, just awareness. There's no judgment, there's no criticism, but it's important to have awareness in our life and to know where we are on these things. So where are you in feeling powerful and empowered today? And then on purpose, same question. Are you feeling very focused and clear and on purpose? That the decisions you're making today, the things that you're doing today are on purpose for what matters most to you? Or are we a little bit more on autopilot or feel like life is running us a little bit? Just kind of checking in. Scale 1 to 10, where are you in that? And then new possibilities. Are you actively looking out on the horizon for new possibilities? Are you creating space and energy in your life for that? Just check in and see. And I encourage you to actually write down thoughts that are coming up around that as we are sinking in and checking in and listening a little bit. Where are you in those things? Because if we know where we're at, we can decide, is that where we want to be? Or do we want to move from a 3 towards a 7 or towards a 10? Where are we in those things? So where are you now? And now that we know that, where do you want to be and are willing to be, would like to be? Just kind of feel in and see. Great. And now, let's dial this up. Let's take this to an even deeper level. For those of you who are driving, please stay safe. Both hands on the wheel. No texting and driving. For those of you who are able to, though, sit back in your chair. Feel it supporting you. Put both feet on the floor. Take a deep belly breath. Expand that belly in through the nose. Out through the mouth like through a straw. Wonderful. Put one hand on your heart. One hand on your head. Let's bring all of you in, eyes closed. Keep that deep belly breathing going. As we reflect on power and purpose and possibilities, new possibilities. What is it that you need today? What is it that will encourage and empower and equip you today? What is it you need and are willing to receive? Those are two different questions. What is it that you need and are willing to receive? Just receive that information. It can come in a picture, it can come in a word, a song, a sound, a sentence, using all of your sentences, a knowing. Receive that information. Take another big breath with us. Come back fully into the room, eyes open, and write down the information that you received. Whatever it is that you need today and are willing to receive. When we have that clarity, when we know what we're looking for, it's a lot easier to lean into it. It's a lot easier to find that and recognize it and receive it. We can get so busy, so distracted, we can ignore our own needs. We can lose track of what we need, and then we start to run on empty and become depleted. Or get stuck, because perhaps we need a little support on the journey. It is not a solo journey. I applaud and celebrate that you are here, that you're investing this time for you. And my intention is to be able to pour into you today. We have amazing experts that are joining us that are going to share their wisdom, their heart, their expertise around the subject. And I think you're going to enjoy their character and personalities as well. So lean into that and enjoy. But as we're looking at top of mind, what it is that you need that will equip and empower you on your journey, keep that very present throughout our show today and throughout the day, and lean in to those things or those opportunities or the information that's going to be poured into you that meets that need, that will support you on your journey. And we'd love to hear and celebrate with you how you are moving forward, what you needed and received and are bringing forward in your life. We'd love to celebrate with you on that. But I'd love to go around our virtual room here and talk to our experts that are joining us today and see what was laid on their heart when we leaned in, stopped for a moment, breathed, paused, and listened. Leslie, would you mind sharing something that was laid on your heart?
Well, for me, it's good morning. For other people, it might be good afternoon or good evening. I'm very excited to be here, and, I'm really, really excited to actually be on your show with another coach who has actually been in the Olympics. I just think that is amazing, and I just know I'm going to learn something. I just love learning new things, and so that's what I was thinking about, like curiosity, like what am I going to learn today?
I love that. And it sounded like some celebration there, too. So celebration and curiosity, beautiful. Thank you, Leslie. I appreciate you sharing.
You're welcome.
And Coach Sherry Winn, how about you? What was laid on your heart?
It's really interesting how people perceive us, and thank you for perceiving me as somebody special. That's awesome, because sometimes we all need to be reminded of that no matter what we've accomplished or what we've done in our lives. I'm really, one of my things I do is I'm a minimalist. So I look at my accomplishments and go, anybody could do that, anybody could do that, anybody could do that. And it's true to a certain extent, yet most people don't. And I forget to celebrate me and forget to say, you know what, that was really cool. And I don't mean that from a place of cockiness, of arrogance. I just mean it as stepping into it, understanding that's who I am, celebrating me. And so no matter where you are, no matter what you've achieved, just remember that everybody else is still going through the same stuff you are. We're still human beings. We're still human beings.
Yep. We're all very, very human. I love that. Thank you for sharing. And I know for me, I had laid on my heart celebration and connection and a joyfulness in having the opportunity to connect with all of you and be with you both online and live, as well as energetically as we're connecting heart to heart through time and space. That's something that's amazing about this medium. And I find when people tune in, it's exactly the right time for them and it's exactly what they needed. So very excited to be on this type of medium. And I am celebrating. We just had an event this past weekend, and I was surprised by my community. It was my birthday week, and behind the scenes, they were passing around this birthday card that I had no idea it was happening. And people didn't say anything. We went throughout the day at this beautiful event and enjoyed each other, got poured into by amazing experts, including Coach Sherry Winn. She was our VIP speaker and entertainer for that particular event. So thank you. And as the day... Yeah, absolutely. And as the day went on, it was like we were woven together in this family and the community. And at the end of the day, as we're celebrating and we're thinking, they come up to the podium and the MC hands me this beautiful arrangement of flowers. And I notice it says happy birthday on it. And I thought, oh my goodness, those flowers I'd been admiring all day were for me. What a beautiful gift. And then she hands me a card. And I don't open the card right away because I didn't know if it was from one person or her, and I didn't want it to be weird. And then in the audience, they started saying, open the card, open the card. So I did. And I looked down and I saw signature after signature from my family and community that we had built this day with their energy and their good wishes celebrating with me. And I looked out at the audience and they're just beaming at me. That was a really special moment. And I got to breathe that in and celebrate it. I actually took a moment behind the scenes to read every good wish to me before I went back out as we completed the event. And I took that moment to really relish and celebrate that connection. It was a very rich gift for me. And so I appreciate that, and that they were willing to share with me in that way and celebrate. So I love how celebration is echoing throughout all of our hearts today as we're connecting, and this humanness and curiosity to learn and lean in and connect heart to heart, humanness to humanness, as we lean into power and purpose and new possibilities. So as we go to our first commercial break, here's what I invite you to do. Use this time. And I don't mean run off and try to get things done on your to-do list. I invite you to stay present. Use these 2 minutes just for you. Process what's being laid on your heart, the information you're receiving about what you need today, about stepping into your power, into your purpose, and into your amazing possibilities. We'll look forward to talking to you in just a moment.
Voice America Women. Your passion starts here. Tune in to the Just Jan TV show at justjantvshow.com. Visionary women's leader Jan Jorgensen is inspiring, practical, and visionary. Jan brings us everyday transformational emerging leaders, courageously changing the world by speaking and living their truth. Sit around the table with us for profound feminine wisdom, insights, and connection. Be sure to join us at justjantvshow.com. New episodes are every Tuesday at 11 a.m. Pacific Time at justjantvshow.com.
Rebecca Hall Gruyter's Speaker Talent Search is looking for speakers wanting to get on more stages. With just one audition, you could open the doors to hundreds of speaking opportunities, reach more people, and expand your impact. Finalists get to audition live in front of leaders looking to fill all kinds of speaking opportunities. Apply now at speakertalentsearch.com. That's speakertalentsearch.com. We look forward to hearing your message.
Announcing a powerful new TV channel featuring programs designed to enhance and transform your life. Make powerful connections, one program at a time. And by doing so, we can bring transformation to the world. Tune in each week to Empowered Connections TV as we add new programs to help you make empowered connections of your own. Visit empoweredconnectionstv.com. That's empoweredconnectionstv.com. And make the most of an incredible life transformation.
For women, the pressure to achieve is stronger, the work hours longer, and the struggle for respect and authority more complex than ever. You want guidance on how to succeed, and you are not alone. You're invited to take your coffee break with Game Changers on Tuesdays at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern for our special series, Game Changing Women. Powerful women leaders will help you make sense of it all, analyze how you can change the game, and share their playbooks. Game Changing Women, presented by SAP on the Business Channel.
Become our friend on Facebook. Post your thoughts about our shows and network on our timeline. Visit facebook.com/Voice America.
You're listening to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives with your host, Rebecca Hall Gruyter. If you have a question or comment for Rebecca or her guest, we'd love to hear from you. Please call into the program at 1-866-613-1612. That's 1-866-613-1612. You may also send an email to Rebecca at yourpurposedrivenpractice.com. Now back to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope you enjoyed those 2 minutes just for you. I find we can get so busy in life, we forget to even pause for a minute or 2 minutes and just be. To be fully present, breathe deeply, and process, or just be and receive richly in our life so that we're actually in our life, not just in action and crossing things off and doing things, but being fully present in our life. I encourage you throughout our show to build that muscle, to dig those roots deep and really enjoy the process of being and receiving and letting things become part of you on a cellular level. Beautiful. So welcome back. We are now entering into our interview portion where we get to talk with the experts and ask them questions and really tap into their wisdom and expertise. So the first guest expert we're going to be talking with today is the amazing Coach Sherry Winn. She is the 2-time Olympian, All-American, an in-demand motivational speaker with great animation and passion, I will add. She is a leading success coach and an Amazon bestseller who specializes in helping people tap into that winner within them. She is passionate about unleashing the winner, which she knows and believes and is in each and every one of you. Please lean in and warmly welcome the amazing Coach Sherry Winn to the show. Welcome.
Yay! I feel like I should be high-fiving people. Where are they?
Woo!
High five. Yay!
Love it. Welcome.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here again, Rebecca. I mean, I just saw you a few days ago. Was at your event. Such a beautiful event, heartfelt, connected. I mean, the word I want to use is connectedness throughout the room, the way you connect with your audience and the way that the audience connects with one another. Such a beautiful, beautiful time to share. So thank you for allowing me to be part of the process there. Awesome.
Thank you. I so appreciate that and loved having you connect with us and intertwine your heart and your energy with all of us. What a gift. So thank you. Mm-hmm. Well, speaking of which, I would love to tap into why. Why is this work of unleashing the winner within really helping people tap into that? Why is that personally so important to you?
This is why it's so critical because of experiences, right? I think most of us like to talk about things that harmed us, things that were painful to us when we were growing up, how those things almost devastated us, and then how we were able to get through them to a better place. And as a basketball coach, collegiate basketball coach for 23 years, I saw the pain again and again and again of my young ladies and all the things they were suffering, and they just didn't know that they were all winners. They thought they had to do something to be a winner. They thought they had to achieve. And part of the achievement, how you achieve, is that you tap into the winner you were meant to be, the miracle you are. You have to tap into that and know that you are before you can be. Many times we have it backwards. We try to do it backwards. We try to get it out there and then put it in us. And it's the reverse process. We got to tap into what is us and then allow that to come through.
Beautiful. And can I ask you a question along those lines? What happens when somebody is able to make that shift? What do you see? What transformation happens in their life?
Well, when you can tap into the winner that you are, it's simply a feeling. It's simply a knowingness. It's not through achievement. We always think it's through achievement. But once you see somebody just recognize, once you recognize who you were meant to be, once you come into that space, then you're allowing your brilliance to show through. Before that point, you're trying to make it happen. And you push. The harder you push, the more that, get resistance. But when you start allowing things, you let things flow through you, things become easier. They just manifest in front of you. And if you hit an obstacle, you don't go berserk. You don't lose faith. You just know that was meant to be in your path so that you could gain something else. So it's a total different transformation when people realize that they are winners already. It's just a beautiful space to be in.
Thank you for describing that on a deeper level. As you were doing that, I could just feel like air and breath and space in the being, and that everything is falling into place and is on purpose. And there's less energy and force and work, in a sense, by being able to step into that way of being. So really beautiful. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Now, I know that you have recently, you're an author of multiple books, and you recently produced another book called Burst, and it's bursting old patterns and creating new possibilities, which ties into our subject matter so beautifully today. I love that. Would you mind sharing a little bit about this book, how it came to be, and what it's about?
A couple of friends and I, Sue Tarleton and Diane Chu, we were having conversations on a weekly basis, just kind of a support group, if you will. People were talking about, some of the obstacles that we felt in our path, and what does this really mean? You hear, let go and let God all the time. You hear something like that. You're like, what the heck does that mean? How do you do that? Or we just came up with a set of questions that we struggled with, and thought, what a great idea it would be if we could allow ourselves to each have an answer to that, and then allow ourselves to move through the answer so that other people have an insight, because it's a guide and apply book, so other people have an insight. We have health, wealth, relationships in there, and so that people can read, each of us have a response, and at the end is a little workbook, so they can work through their own responses and see how they can move forward with their own questions. Because the struggle that I've always had with books is a lot of times they give you an idea, but they don't really give you a way to do it. So we thought, if we could give them an easy application, it would help people move through some of the challenges that they have. So I'm really excited about it. I think it's a great book. I think that people will really benefit from it. And I benefited from writing it, so I know that people will benefit once they read it.
Beautiful. And I love how it's interactive like that. They can actually be in the process as they're reading through and experiencing the book. So I love that you've created a book like that and tapped into collective wisdom and application. Really, really powerful. Thank you for...
Right. I mean, we all need to, that's one of the struggles I saw as a basketball coach is my players didn't know how to do something. And so many times coaches would tell them like something that just seemed big, like huge, like play defense. Well, what does that mean? How do you do that? Give me some instruction. So when I coached, I really wanted to tap into specific methods. How do you do this? How can you get better? How can you go from A to B? And what I discovered is when you have a method, people learn faster and they can apply it faster and they see better results.
Beautiful. I love that. And can you give us a sample from the book? Would you mind? Like a question or just so they get a little bit of a taste?
Well, the one question that I just had was, how do you let go and let God? You've heard that, come through before. That's one of the questions. It's just like, what does that mean? There's another question that says, now that I become spiritual, why do I still have challenges? As if, all of a sudden that you reach a certain level of knowledge and awareness that all your problems should go away. And that's something that's just not true. I mean, as I mentioned at the beginning of the show, we are humans, and because we're in this life that says to us, hey, here's another opportunity to get even better. Here's another opportunity to learn. So there's many questions in there. I think we have 4 chapters. In each chapter, there's 5 questions. So there's a lot of different opportunities for you to grow and learn throughout the book.
Beautiful. I love that. And those are questions and comments that I hear people question and struggle with, but not know what to do about it. So I love that you have created something that can support them and meet them exactly where they're at, real time, and give them some ways to process and take steps. So really beautiful. Thank you for sharing about that and giving us a sample or 2 there. And I know that you've also, absolutely. I know that you've also have an amazing free gift. So listeners, there's more. So could you mind sharing a little bit about the amazing gift you prepared for our listeners today?
Absolutely. So if you will go to the link that Rebecca has, I will give you a free discovery call. So any kind of question you have about becoming a better, winning, unleashing your inner winner, anything that you think is going to help move you forward to achieving your goals, or you've been stuck, or maybe you feel like you've always wanted to do something but you can't get there. How can you get through your obstacles that or maybe you've experienced something over and over and over again and you feel like you're in a loop and you're ready to move forward. Any of those things, I'd be happy to give you a free discovery call that values $150, but I also want to give you a free book. So if you'll go to the discovery call with me, I will give you the free book. We'll give you Burst. I'll send it to you so that you can take that home and start working on things and go through them. And you can see your winner inside you flowing through you and having that ease in life rather than feeling you're always tapped into a struggle.
Beautiful. Let's breathe that in, listeners. Really being able to tap into that winner and that ease. What a beautiful and powerful gift. Thank you so much, Coach Winn, for making that available today. I really appreciate that.
Oh, you're welcome.
Listeners, we are getting ready to go to our next commercial break, and remember, it's in disguise. These are 2 minutes just for you. Take the opportunity to breathe in, be still, process on a cellular level some of the wisdom and information that Coach Sherry Winn has been sharing with you and pouring into you, and see if that is starting to support you in what it is that you needed today, that you were looking for to help you move forward. I will let you know how to access her amazing gift when we come back. We'll look forward to talking to you in just a moment.
This is the Voice America Women's Channel, where your success is limitless.
Rebecca Hall Gruyter's Speaker Talent Search is looking for speakers wanting to get on more stages. With just one audition, you could open the doors to hundreds of speaking opportunities, reach more people, and expand your impact. Finalists get to audition live in front of leaders looking to fill all kinds of speaking opportunities. Apply now at speakertalentsearch.com. That's speakertalentsearch.com. We look forward to hearing your message.
Relationship issues? Anxious? Parenting challenges? No more. Learn to live your best life. Tune into Straight Talk with top therapist, relationship, and anxiety expert Sandra Reish. Learn to transform your challenges into effective solutions. Whether it's relationships, parenting, anxiety, or other traps, Sandra will show you how you can live the life of your dreams. Listen live every Thursday afternoon at 6 p.m. Eastern Time and 3 p.m. Pacific Time on the Voice America Health and Wellness Channel.
Do you find yourself working tirelessly to keep your business going? Are you finding out that you don't have time for family, friends, any kind of personal life whatsoever? It's time to stop feeling trapped by your business. Tune in to Reclaim Your Freedom with host Shirley Dalton. You'll hear from guests that will help you work on your business instead of constantly in your business and get your life back while the business keeps running and humming. Reclaim Your Freedom airs live every Tuesday at 1 p.m. U.S. Pacific Time on Voice America Business.
Announcing a powerful new TV channel featuring programs designed to enhance and transform your life. Make powerful connections, one program at a time. And by doing so, we can bring transformation to the world. Tune in each week to Empowered Connections TV as we add new programs to help you make empowered connections of your own. Visit empoweredconnectionstv.com. That's empoweredconnectionstv.com. And make the most of an incredible life transformation. Follow us on Twitter at VoiceAmericaTRN. Get the lowdown on guests, new shows, and your favorites. That's VoiceAmericaTRN. You're listening to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives with your host, Rebecca Hall Gruyter. If you have a question or comment for Rebecca or her guest, we'd love to hear from you. Please call into the program at 1-866-613-1612. That's 1-866-613-1612. You may also send an email to Rebecca at yourpurposedrivenpractice.com. Now back to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope that you enjoyed those 2 minutes just for you. We'll have a couple more opportunities throughout the show for you to process, to pause, be still, and breathe in. And I invite you to richly enjoy those. We are now going to dig into conversation with our next expert. And for those of you who are waiting on the edge of your seat for the gift that Coach Sherry Winn has shared with you, I'm going to tease you a little bit here. We're going to share at the very end of the show because we want you to stay fully present, not be distracted clicking on anything, to really receive all that is here for you. But I promise in the closing segment, I'll let you know how to access her gift as well as our next guest expert's gift. So more to come. I hope you're excited like I am. So our next guest expert, Leslie Ellis, is the founder and owner of Savvy Selling Now! With over 30 years of sales experience. She has an MBA, a sales expert who's worked with organizations like Oracle and Sony and Schwab, and now specializes in helping entrepreneurs navigate, especially heart-based entrepreneurs, navigate through sales. She loves sales conversations. She wants to help others love them too. She is passionate about helping people actually be successful and have fun. She's big on fun with sales. By helping people discover the key is in building powerful relationships. So please lean in and enjoy the amazing Leslie Ellis. Welcome.
You crack me up, Rebecca. Thank you so much for that wonderful introduction.
You're welcome. I promised we'd have fun. So,
well, there you go.
Here we go. So can you share a little bit about why you are so passionate about helping people in this area and tap into some of that fun and joy that you have around sales? I'd love to know some of your why.
I would love to. So I started going to networking events about 10 years ago. And I noticed that I saw the same thing over and over. People start a business usually because they have a passion for what they do. And you can see that passion, right? I mean, you're talking to them, you can tell that they just love what they're doing. But when it would come to having a sales conversation, to asking people to do business with them, they would falter a lot. And it just broke my heart. It's just like, because it doesn't have to be that way. And so after observing this, over and over and over, I thought, you know what? I have a lot of experience. And so I decided I really wanted to help people be better at sales and also have it be easier for them. And I think one thing that happens is people get very anxious and they get sort of tied up in knots when they think about sales. And, heaven forbid we should be salesy, right, or pushy. And so people they run in the opposite direction, and they don't do it at all. And there's a very happy middle ground. I've been in sales actually for 35 years now, and I have never once, not once, and this is not an exaggeration, I have never once been pushy, because you don't need to be. It's just not necessary. And in this day and age, it doesn't even work. So I just love helping people I don't expect other people to love sales like I do. I mean, honestly, that's not very realistic. But I want them to like it, and I want them to be good at it.
Beautiful. I was thinking as you were sharing, Leslie, I work a lot with speakers and messengers, and I think all of us can identify who have ever seen a speaker or somebody on stage that you can tell does not want to be there. And it's so painful to watch. Right. And to try and hold that space for them, and you're just kind of cringing, and it's like their presentation takes forever and you feel their pain. But when they're up there and they love being up there and they love connecting, the time just flows and it's a joy. And I suspect it's the same with sales. When we're interacting with somebody that loves what they do, those are the kind of people I want to work with, by the way. I want them to love what they do. If they're going to be doing things for me, I want it to be the things they love, because they're going to take it to a whole nother level. And I want to know, if they're the expert in it, how can they help me? So I agree. I think it can actually be a really positive thing. But would you agree, Leslie, because you're the expert here in sales, but is there a parallel to that I have seen in speakers as far as someone receiving an offer?
It's interesting. I never thought of it that way, but you're absolutely right. And I think what happens is, in the entrepreneurial world, people are told, well, at least I've heard this over and over, you have to speak, you have to speak, you have to speak. Well, you know what? Not everybody's a good speaker, and no, you don't. You don't have to speak to have a successful business. It can help, and if you love doing it like I do, great. But if you're one of those people who's terrified or who just doesn't have the gift, then don't do it. Find other ways.
So are you telling me we can actually find a way to do business and conduct sales in a way that we're made? Not there's a special way. There's actually a way we can do it that can honor and celebrate how we're made?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, everybody's different. There's certain sales principles, as you know, but you have to make it work for you. So if I said to someone who's terrified of making sales calls, I want you to make 20 calls today. Now, for me, 20 calls, piece of cake. Wouldn't even think twice about it, right? For someone else, it would be paralyzing. So why would I tell them to do that? That would be crazy, right? Because they're never going to do it. So you got to find what works for you. If I were to say to someone, I want you to make one sales call today, most people can do that.
Wonderful. Now, I want to tie this all into what we've been talking about today about stepping into our power and our purpose and new possibilities, those things that can just open up for us in new ways. If I'm tying this into sales and I'm tying this into remembering it's not a solo journey, I know that you believe it's important to get support. And can you share how it actually can become empowering and a good idea to bring in someone, a coach, to support you on that journey, particularly around those sales conversations and processes?
Well, I've been a sales coach for almost 2.5 years, but I've been using coaches for many years. In fact, I just finished a program with a life coach. So, I'm going to be honest, sales coaching isn't for everybody. Not everybody needs it. Not everybody wants it. But I find that in my life, and I think it's true for most people, whatever type of coach you hire, we kind of all do similar things in terms of how we help people. So I think there's a lot of reasons why you might hire a coach, but I think there's 3 main reasons. The first one is that you can get new ideas. We all sort of live in our own little world, and sometimes we just have trouble thinking outside the box. So when you have a coach who has a lot of experience doing whatever they are coaching on, you can get new ideas, and that can take you to the next level. The next thing is that, we all have days where we just are not motivated. And knowing that you're going to be talking to your coach can be very motivating. And that can also help you to make behavior changes. You can get motivated to make behavior changes so that your business will change. And then the third is accountability. Excuse me, everybody, I don't care who you are, we all need, even the top CEOs in the country, we all need to be held accountable. Because we all, there's things we don't like to do, and so we don't do them. But if we have to report back, if we have to be held accountable, then we are very often going to do those things, and that's going to propel our business forward. So I'm just a huge believer in all types of coaches. I actually have hired a sales coach myself a number of years ago when I got into my other business. And so, I've hired all kinds of coaches. I'm just a huge believer, and it's made a big, big difference in my life.
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. I appreciate that. And I also wanted to tap into something because just looking at the seasons here, and summer's coming, and I see sometimes there's lots of different attitudes about summer around sales and business, as well as in the holidays. And as we're getting close to the summer timeframes, at least in this part of the world, I wanted to just see from your expertise as a sales expert, what can it mean, or what should we be aware of regarding the season in our business?
Well, you know, of course, Rebecca, that business always slows down in the summer. Everybody knows that, right? Because people are on vacation. Everybody goes on vacation. So you should slow your business down. I mean, you should expect that, right? Well, that's how people think. A lot of people think. And none of it is true. I am not taking a vacation this summer. I am taking a vacation later in the year. I don't have kids, so, my business doesn't slow down at all during the summer. And even if you have kids, you still have a business to run. But I think if you think, summer's a slow time for business, then either consciously or unconsciously, you actually slow down your activities, and so then your business slows down. And then you go, see, I was right, business is slow during the summer. But I have found that is just simply not true. It's all what you make it, and it's all how you think about it. If you slow down, of course your business will slow down. It's as simple as that. And if you don't, your business won't.
Exactly. I love that. And I was thinking in a lot of industries, this is the peak time, the summer or the holiday season, too.
Exactly.
So.
It really depends on who your clients or customers are. I mean, for example, if you sell skincare products, do people stop using skincare in the summer? Of course not. In fact, they probably might use more. I mean, they might change what they use. I mean, if you are a sales coach, for example, do people stop selling during the summer? I hope not. Most people don't have the option of taking an entire summer off. If you do, congratulations, but most people don't. So, I think it's just as busy as any other time of the year.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing, Leslie. And I know you've also created an amazing gift, but I'm going to come back to that in the next segment because I feel like this is a great place for us to pause and take a moment. So listeners, we're going to go into our next commercial break here. And I want you to just think about some of what has been poured into you around sales, around myths that we have perhaps on this season, and really think about how you can shift and stand in a powerful place, an empowered place around sales, whether it is having the sales conversation, leading that, or receiving it. How can you step into a place of power and purpose and possibilities in that? We'll look forward to talking to you in just a moment.
The Voice America Women's Channel.
Tune in to the Just Jan TV show at justjantvshow.com. Visionary women's leader Jan Jorgensen is inspiring, practical, and visionary. Jan brings us everyday, transformational emerging leaders, courageously changing the world by speaking and living their truth. Sit around the table with us for profound feminine wisdom, insights, and connection. Be sure to join us at justjantvshow.com. New episodes are every Tuesday at 11 a.m. Pacific Time at justjantvshow.com.
Announcing a powerful new TV channel featuring programs designed to enhance and transform your life. Make powerful connections, one program at a time. And by doing so, we can bring transformation to the world. Tune in each week to Empowered Connections TV as we add new programs to help you make empowered connections of your own. Visit empoweredconnectionstv.com. That's empoweredconnectionstv.com. And make the most of an incredible life transformation.
Rebecca Hall Gruyter's Speaker Talent Search is looking for speakers wanting to get on more stages. With just one audition, you could open the doors to hundreds of speaking opportunities, reach more people, and expand your impact. Finalists get to audition live in front of leaders looking to fill all kinds of speaking opportunities. Apply now at speakertalentsearch.com. That's speakertalentsearch.com. We look forward to hearing your message.
We're making it easier to listen to the Voice America Talk Radio Network wherever you go. In addition to listening live, you can check out information about your favorite talk show hosts, discover new talk show personalities, add shows to your list of favorites, and listen to all our show archives on demand. All from your iPhone, BlackBerry, or Android. Download it from the Apple App Store, BlackBerry App World, or Android Market, and get ready to tune in. The Voice America mobile app, powered by Aircast.
The Voice America Women's Channel.
You're listening to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives with your host, Rebecca Hall Gruyter. If you have a question or comment for Rebecca or her guest, we'd love to hear from you. Please call into the program at 1-866-613-1612. That's 1-866-613-1612. You may also send an email to Rebecca at yourpurposedrivenpractice.com. Now back to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that 2-minute moment. We behind the scenes are also breathing with you, being still and processing and connecting behind the scenes. So we're right there with you. Hope that you took that opportunity to breathe and pause with us. Now, as we come back, I promised you that we would share about Leslie's amazing gift and that we would let you know how to access her gift and Coach Winn's gift. So let's start right away by honoring those promises. So Leslie, do you mind sharing about your amazing gift?
I would love to. So if you're a business owner, you know that you have a million things that you need to do, that you want to do, that you feel like you should do, and sometimes it's hard to know where to start. And so I have a free report that will tell you the one thing that you can do that will immediately elevate your income, if that's something you're looking for. Most business owners are. So my report will tell you, it's very simple, how you can actually make more money now.
And I love that, by doing one thing.
Just
Beautiful.
one thing. Yep.
Simple, simple. I love that. Wonderful. Well, let me share with you all how to access Leslie's amazing gift and Coach Sherry Winn's gift. You want to go to Radio Gifts, and that's plural with an S, radiogifts.net, where you will find a net full of multiple gifts. You put in your name, an email address so we can stay in touch, and then you'll scroll down to today's date, today's show, which is Tuesday, May 2nd. Those of you who are listening to the replay, you'll scroll down to Tuesday, May 2nd, and you'll see Leslie's amazing gift and Coach Winn's amazing gift and a description. You simply click on it and say yes. Put your name and email address, and they will send that information, that report, that gift to you. And I invite you, while you're there, look around. We have a library of lots and lots of tools and resources that are free. They are there to equip and empower you on your journey. My guests are always so generous to bring amazing tools and resources to give to you as listeners as part of their commitment to supporting you, so that not only you're getting great content and great information during our show, you actually are getting to have contact with our experts. You get to have similar level of contact with the experts like I do and get ongoing support in your life, because it is not a solo journey. You are free and welcome to take and click on as many of those gifts that serve and support you. So click around, enjoy Radio Gifts with an S.net for a net full of multiple gifts, and scroll to today's date and you will find Leslie and Coach Winn's amazing gifts. I hope you lean in and say yes to those gifts, and I know they will encourage and empower you on your journey, as well as help you step into new possibilities in your life. So let's breathe that in. Wonderful. And I have two more things I wanted to bring to you. One, I've been telling my guests behind the scene we were going to play a quick game. And then they also had a couple of tips that they wanted to share with you. So here's the speed round. And the way this works, I'm going to do one of you at a time. I'm going to say a word, and I just want to know the first word that pops into your mind. And listeners, you can play along as well. See how many of the words end up being the same. So, Leslie, you're up first.
Okay.
Red.
Umbrella.
Shoes.
Lots.
Earrings.
Diamonds.
Curiosity.
Love curiosity.
And sales.
Fun.
Wonderful. Great job, Leslie.
Yay.
Coach Winn, now you're up.
Okay, let's go.
When I say possibilities, what do you think?
Many.
And I say shoes, one of my favorite things.
One pair.
I love that. Celebration.
Every day.
Humanness.
We are human.
And connection.
Heart.
Love that. And one more. I just have one more. Success.
Me. No. Success. Winners.
Love it. Yay!
Yay.
Thank you. Now, both of our experts have a quick tip that I'm going to have them share in about 30 seconds because we're coming up on the close of the show, but I want to make sure we're sharing that wisdom with you. So, Leslie, what is your quick tip or parting piece of wisdom that you want to share with our listeners today?
My tip is don't think of a sales conversation as a sales conversation. Just think of it as having a conversation with a friend that will relax you and things will flow more naturally.
Beautiful. I love that. Thank you. Great tip. How about you, Coach Winn? What's your tip or parting piece of wisdom you want to share with us?
Do what if up thinking instead of what if down thinking. So many times when things start happening, we go to what if down road. That means this, and that means this, and that means this, instead of what if up roading it. So instead of thinking down the road, what if that means that this obstacle in front of me means I'm going to make more money? What if making more money means that I can give more to more people? What if I can give more to more people? That means that more people will give back to me. So what if up thinking rather than the what if down thinking.
Oh, love it, love it, love it. Beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. Oh, listeners, it has been a joy and a pleasure to connect with you today. We wanted to share those parting tips and thoughts to help equip and empower you as you go back out into the world. And I want to help you remember that each of you are beautifully and wonderfully made on purpose and for a purpose. And I believe for such a time as now. So I want to encourage you as you go back out into the world that you do so with great purpose, with great passion, with the hope and expectation of great new possibilities, that wherever you go, whatever you do, may you always, always be willing to bloom where you are planted and shine. Have an amazing week, everyone. I will talk to you next time.
Thank you for joining us this week for Empowering Women, Transforming Lives. Please tune in again for another edition with your host, Rebecca Hall Gruyter, next Tuesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 11 a.m. Pacific on the Voice America Women's Channel. And join us for a replay of the show every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, 2 p.m. Pacific on the Voice America Empowerment Channel. Have a beautiful week, and may you always bloom where you're planted and shine.